Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be stepping a little bit into Blade and Soul. I actually figured I'd go ahead and try it out. I'm into, online gaming, PC gaming, MMORPGs, and so on like that. I have played Warcraft, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys have played World of Warcraft as well. So we're just going to jump right in here and see what we've got. Just by looking at the background of this game, it actually looks like it's very graphical.
Blade Master.
So hopefully we can actually get a little bit of playstyle going in and see how well this game actually plays in both the combat, the graphics, and the controls. As you can tell right over here on the top right, there are 4 different races, and if I butcher the name, I do apologize. We got the Jin, the Gan, the Lin, and the Yun. Each one actually does have a little bit of a difference on the classes. The Jin here has the Assassin, Blade Master, and the Kung Fu Master. The Assassin's going to be more like the Rogue, two-hander, run around, fast attacks, and dodges. Then you have the Blade Master. It's going to be just a single blade. He actually goes around with precision strikes, attacks, and kills foes. Then we have the Kung Fu Master here. The Kung Fu Master itself is more like a monk. You have more of a Kung Fu setup, and you actually go out and you attack. Now there are a total of 8 different classes that you can have in the game. Again, you can actually select each different race, and it'll show you different classes. On the Gan, you have the Kung Fu Master, the Force Master, and the Destroyer. The Force Master is going to be like the Mage, actually has the Fire and Frost abilities. And then the Destroyer is going to be like a Gladiator, with a big weapon, big hits, very hard to stop. The Lin class, you have the Blade Dancer, the Summoner, and the Force Master. The Blade Dancer, I think, is going to be a lot like the Blade Master, precision hits, cut down your foes, and so on. The Summoner is going to be more like a Warlock, summon your little pets to help you fight. Then you have the Force Master here. This one again looks like the Mage. Then you have the Yun class, or sorry, Yun race, which has the Blade Master, Kung Fu Master, and the Force Blade. The Yun, you can only be a female. Lin, you can be female and male. God, female and male. And Jin, female and male. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start with my normal play of a game. I always usually try to make a character whose name is Hitman Joe, who is bald. That's really not that much into what we want to look at, as in like making a character can actually take hours and hours and hours of making your character the way you want, the way you want to look. I'm not necessarily going to push too much in on that. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly make my character. And I'm just going to make him bald real quick. Okay, nothing special about that. Again, like I said, you can do a lot of customization. It looks like you have your poses, your outfits, your lightings. You can actually change your face, body, and everything along those lines. I'm not going to do too much, and the only reasoning is because when I start doing a lot of armor, the armor is going to cover all that customization up anyways. And I want to get into the game, get right into gameplay, and see how it plays. This here is going to be all the servers that we have. We've got a couple of new ones here. I'm actually going to go ahead and just select Gunma and put in my name. Alright, now once I put my name in, I'm going to go ahead and complete my character. Now I have a level 1 Hitman Joe. Select it, and then we will go ahead and start the game. during the cinematics like this, I'm going to go ahead and be a little quiet so we can just check out the cinematics and see how the game's actually the story being played out. Go from there. Now, obviously, this is going to be an interesting start because we're starting the game with me floating in the water. So we'll see where this goes.
Hey! Wake up, Cricket! Lazy bum, it's way past sunrise. You need to get up! Get up! What am I? Your mother? Cricket, you're still in bed?
Alright, looks like we're going to go a little bit
That's
ahead of
not
time and
Hurry
see
get
why
dressed.
I'm actually
Master
laying
Hong
in
has
the
called a
water.
meeting.
Looks like there's a little bit of me having to actually talk. It's not necessarily something I like to look forward to in the game, but if there's a little bit of a story that makes the game interesting, then we can go with that. I'm not necessarily going to go through and pay attention too much of what the communication's all about. I'm just going to quickly
Why
run
are
through
you
a few of
asking
it
me?
here.
You need to,
This is actually going to be the
You should
tutorial.
ready
Tells
for-
you pretty
I
much
think your uniform is the one on
how
the
to
dresser.
move around in the game. Of course, you got the mouse that you move back and forth, left, right, forward, back, and if you hold Alt, your mouse appears and you can start moving it around. Something else you can do is when you slowly zoom into your character, it spins around and you can see your character from the front. So that's a pretty good deal. I'm going to run over here to my uniform, hit F, and then once it does this, go ahead and hit F again to actually take it off. Once we do that, I've got it. I'm going to go and pull up my inventory and right click. Once I do that, it actually pulls up my clothing. And I'm going to spin my character around. That actually looks very detailed. I like the looks of it so far. And let's see. It looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and continue what we're doing here in the game.
Let's go make
To
sure
her.
Gilhong is up.
I'm going to go
Cricket,
apparently
hello?
wake
You're still-
someone up. It looks like this game doesn't necessarily have a full, seamless setup into the game. Of course, this is the tutorial, so it all's pretty much going to be the same. I'll show you a little bit more into what I'm talking about. I did play this game just a little bit, just to see kind of what we're looking at. Alright, there's apparently a firefly that you follow for your quest. In a way that's good, but I'd like to, in some games,
You overslept, Crick.
figure
Master
out
has called a
pretty much
meeting
what we're
outside
going
his
to do.
quarters. Lu Song's off somewhere, and I want you and
Alright, this
Jinyo
is
to find
apparently
him.
stuff we're going
The
to
meeting
get. We're gonna
starts
go
in a
bit
few
of
minutes, so
sprint
hurry.
and a wind walk. The wind walk looks like it's going to be more of like a teleport. Whenever you open up the map, you can select a certain area and teleport. Your sprinting obviously is holding shift, just like what the screen says, or double tapping. And it's somewhat quick. However, if you notice down on the bottom, we are losing our stamina. We actually lose it pretty quick, but it also builds up pretty quick.
The clouds are rolling in.
Lusong! Brother Lusong! What are you doing here? Everyone's waiting.
Yes, I was about to head down. Oh, our little cricket is up early today.
With my help, I might add. Huh?
What's the matter?
Sky,
Over
the bird,
there.
plane.
Maybe not. But there was a woman in white in the sky.
Still half asleep, huh?
No, she was there. I swear.
The bird that greets the rise. It means
Speed
those
through
who
a
train
little bit.
hard.
Like I said, I've played through it a little bit before, so got a little bit of knowing what we can do. Just kind of speed it up. I can sit there and waste too much time. Whenever you sprint and hit space, it actually does a huge jump, and then you can hit space again, and it'll actually will glide you down to the ground. So that way, if you accidentally fall off of a huge cliff, you're not necessarily going to take damage. As long as you hit space, you can actually start gliding. Now, one of the good things about this game that I've noticed is when you're sprinting on most games, you have to push and hold sprint. Well, basically in this game you don't. You just push sprint and you can actually release it and you'll continue. Same with gliding. You can actually hit space and then let go, and you're going to be gliding all the way up until pretty much all your stamina is gone. Which basically in gliding, you're not going to lose your stamina. You're actually going to be gaining it back. However, it's a lot slower. I'll actually like sprinting more because it's faster, but once you run out, then you can actually use glide to continue where you're going. I'm going to go ahead and run through a few of this and hopefully get to our training facility here in just a moment. This is what I was talking about with the loading. If you notice, this door has nothing in it and this door does. This is basically, it's not really much for loading, but it is, once you get into it, it takes a little bit and then it starts to load. This one actually just ran all the way through. Didn't really have too much of a problem with that. But you'll see later on in the game that it does take a little bit to load. Alright, now I just opened up a tomb. I'm going to go ahead and hit K. This actually pulls up my abilities here. All the abilities that I would be able to get. As of right now, I don't have any because I'm still in the tutorial.
I am in. Now, young Muck is an
Pretty
excellent
much, he's
teacher.
saying that he gave it to me and now I need to take it to somebody. If you notice, I just froze a little bit and now it loaded. Now I can jump back out. I'm going to go ahead and follow this little firefly because it's obviously telling me where to go. And we're almost going to be over here to the area we can actually start attacking. I'm going to go ahead and hit M. You can actually, on M, see this is going to be our area that we're going to be going to. M is obviously to bring up the map.
Well,
Go ahead and...
the book master. Here, you'll need a training.
this is where I get
Go
my
ahead and
abilities,
equip it.
my weapon. And once I do that, I can equip my weapon. And it is very big. It's actually a lot bigger than I am. I'm kind of surprised I'm able to carry it. Anyways, I'm gonna pretty much follow him over to the area. So far, it looks like the graphics of this game is actually really good. I mean, I can look off the edge here, and it's really foggy, but I mean, there's stuff all over the place that I can look at. Very graphical. There's continuous stuff all the way around, and it is all moving, if you notice, which is really good. I don't necessarily like the games that have like almost like a cardboard background that doesn't move.
The basic.
And this one doesn't seem to be doing that. Alright, look like I'm going to, on this one, be getting Cleave, which is for your right mouse button. Actually does some pretty good damage. And then Hurricane. It actually dazes, knocks back whoever I hit it with. We'll go ahead and continue. Now I need to get my targeting dummies. Zoom out just a little bit. Left click does very little damage. That gets a little better. Once you do start some missions, it does get better. Right click is a big hitter. That actually one-shot him. if you notice when you right click, it actually does use the power in the middle. And I can actually run out of power. And so what I'm going to do is walk over here and hit tab. That is the cleave. And that tab's going to hit everybody around me. Now even if I don't necessarily hit that, just the hits like this, normally, because I'm actually swinging the axe around, actually still hitting everybody. So I can hit tab, get rid of all of them. One thing I really like about this game is it's not one of those, you know, point clicks like Warcraft was, where I can click on a character or click on a platoon and I'm always got them targeted. I actually have to move it around like what Terra is, and actually have them face, you know, facing towards them. If I'm not facing them, they kind of jump behind me, and then I start swinging. I'm not hitting anybody behind me, which is really good. So they actually have to be facing them to be able to hit them.
It looks like you received a letter.
And it looks like I have now finished it.
See the quest.
One of the big things that I really like about this, actually any game, the kind of character that I always usually try to make
I'd better read it.
is going to be
See the quest log on the right side of the screen.
pretty much a melee
Move your
class. So, you know,
cursor
get
over
in
to
there,
your letter
fight,
icon,
kill
and click to
everybody, and
read
get
it.
done.
Press the escape key or hold down the alt key to activate it. Have you been summoned to the proving grounds?
Alright. Apparently, I don't know what that bird just dropped on me. I don't know if it's just money that it gave me or what. But I'm going to go ahead and talk to this person here. There's a few things that he actually gives me so that we can go ahead and take a look at what we have. Now, it looks like I just leveled. Just press him to open a map, navigate to the proving grounds. Obviously, on the mini-map off to the right, you notice the yellow arrow. It's actually where it wants me to go, so I'm not necessarily going to open up the map and look at it for too long. Because it's telling me, you know, this is where you go. So that's where I am going to go. Alright, I got a little bit more. If you notice this circle here, this is another little loading area. Go ahead and get in it. I freeze a little bit, then it loads in. No big deal. A little bit of loading, but it's not like horrible loading or anything like that. Go ahead and attack it. I like how when you do the hard hits like that, the weapon actually lights up. Looks like it's charging itself. So that's a pretty good aspect of the game. You know, a little bit more on the graphics. Okay, apparently I need to attack this guy. So let's go ahead. Oh! Alright. So I'm going to slowly move myself away. I'm going to hit 1 to recover my chi. Last time I did that, I actually did not crawl away. I just recovered my chi right there at his feet, which is not a good thing to do. It's best to go ahead and crawl away, so that if in fact that person is still fighting, they're not necessarily going to like attack you. And I'm hoping that with this, you know, having to face or having to take time to heal yourself actually plays forward in an arena. I'm hoping there is arena and PvP at the end part of this game. Again, like I said, this is fairly new to me. I did go through a little bit of the game, but not too much. Just enough to be able to not necessarily take forever in this game.
Master Hall.
Okay, looks like I leveled again. I'm going to go ahead and exit the cavern. I'm going to go ahead and level just a little bit. There is something in the, whenever you're attacking somebody, there, if you notice the dummies and stuff that I've actually killed, it hasn't really dropped anything. And there is a looting system in this game. Whenever you kill them, it'll actually will drop a chest, or, you know, a very small little chest beside them. And that pretty much means that he's going to be looted.
It's yourself you should worry about.
I'll kill you.
Looks like his axe is a point. When I saw this at first, I was just wondering how well this is because everybody that's taught me how to fight in this area was getting destroyed and killed right now.
Cricket, run. No! What?
Where's the sword, Hong?
Jinsayan, I saw you die.
And yet here I stand, old man. Yura, Gobong.
Looks like somebody's swatting a mosquito around. But at first I thought that obviously everybody was getting killed and stuff that we were being taught was not all that great. As you can see, kind of pulls me in a little bit on attacking these. Again, the graphics in this game are really good. I mean, as you can see how the water's hitting the screen, and it actually looks like the screen is wet for looking at this. This actually does unfold and say that one of the
Lusung,
people that was actually
you
teaching
betrayed us.
Lusung,
You
has actually
disappoint me,
betrayed us.
Master. Is this
They
the
actually
true
do start
power of
attacking,
Hong Moon?
And the older guy here
Maybe the poison I put in
actually
your daily
sacrifices
medicine wasn't
himself
even necessary.
or gives away his sword
Poison
to
in my
protect,
medicine? But why?
his last person.
To get the Hong Moon's secret techniques. Though, with the school's performance today, I wonder why I ever bothered. Feeling weak, Master? I should have just taken the secret scrolls from you.
Stand aside. The Twilight's Edge.
Won't like me when I'm angry. I'm the Kung Fu Hulk.
Finally revealing your true strength. As I thought, your power has not waned, Hong, but mine has grown beyond measure. So your clan ends here. Or will you save it? It's up to you. At long last.
Now, let my pupil go. You must survive.
A promise is a promise.
Alright, looks like this is actually getting us caught up. We're actually going to be landing in the water, and then that's where it was previous, actually, when the guy on the boat actually came and picked us up.
Should I go and finish the job?
Don't bother. No one survives the Black Rose.
Basically, the rest of that video is just some woman coming down there and saying, "Please wake up, we need you." And then that's where it actually starts into the game itself. Now, this game is actually proving to be a very nice game. The
Are you
graphics are
alright?
good.
Good. You've never heard
The combat's
these
good.
The Black Ram are really?
and,
Thank
the
you,
overall
but be
gameplay.
careful. Oh, Suljin might know what to do. He's right outside.
Obviously, the chatting part isn't necessarily, an awesome thing, but it's not, a game-breaking thing. Got the little loading, no big deal. Takes just a few seconds to load. Good.
You recruit, huh? What? You're waiting
Just
for
like in the other game, you got a little bit of a quest here and there to level out. You do have side quests that you can do, and just the graphics that you can do actually really good. These graphics are just really, it actually beats a lot of the newer games.
You're the Hong Moon
I'm actually looking forward to playing this game, and I hope that you guys are looking forward
that's him.
to as well.
tell you're
Now,
it.
obviously,
I
I
love
only
your
have
act.
played one
Captain
class,
Goshen's right over
and
there.
there are
Help him out.
7 other classes, so I will be playing those as well. I hope you guys enjoyed looking a little bit into it. If you did like this, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, have fun and good luck.